Using Park Assist inside of Mercedes AMG vehicles is a very straightforward process. In order to use it, there's a little P button down the center stack. So you're going to highlight that, you're going to button push, and the car is now in search mode. So all you're going to do, start driving forward, and it's going to be looking for active parking spaces as we go. So there are a few coming up. You have to go at a low speed because if you drive too fast, it's not going to recognize the available spaces. So it's searching for spaces that it'll be able to fit inside of. Perfect. And it's found a space. So you can see there, we've got a space that it's found. In order to start, you're just going to push the P button there. From there, hands off the brake, hands off the gas. The car is doing everything for you. You can hover over the brake if you really want to, but the car is extremely smart. It's going to utilize all of the sensors to make sure that it backs up perfectly, taking the curb and everything like that into account. So it's doing everything for me. It can help out with parallel park in and out. It can help out with perpendicular park in and out as well. I mean, you can see here, it's doing all the work for me beautifully. There we go. And it's backing me up nicely, and it automatically puts me into park as well. And that's how you use the parallel parking system, parallel park in. But you can also hit that little P button in order to do parallel park out. And it's smart. It knows as a default to look on the left side. In order to do it, same idea. Just going to do a button push, let's hop into reverse, and same idea. Hands off the steering wheel, off the gas and brake. It's backing us up. And then from there, it's going to crank the steering wheel. So it's got us in drive again. And pulling, it's actually kind of neat. There's an obstacle coming here. Took that into account. FedEx driver, it waited. I'm actually really surprised about that one. And from here, it's backing me up a little bit. Again, it's really going to kind of optimize to make sure that I can get out of the space easily. There we go. Back into drive again. You can see it working perfectly here. So hands on the wheel and off we go. So it's that easy using the parallel parking system, parallel park in and out inside of this ride. Perpendicular parking is just as simple. So in order to use it, same idea, down the center, gonna hit that little P button, and we're just gonna drive forward. There are a series of different spots open and a few obstacles here as well. So I'm curious. There we go. So it's got the one parking spot open here. There we go. So you've got that spot available. So what we're gonna do, stop. So we're going to hit the little P button there. Same idea. Hands off the gas, hands off the brake. Hands off the gas and brake, feet off the gas and brake, hands off the steering wheel here, and it's doing everything for me. So it's recognized the space, it's backing me up perfectly, taking any sort of obstacles into account here, but it's perfectly backing me up. It's such a smart system. It's honestly like where this system really comes into play is if you've got mobility issues. Because if you have trouble turning left, right, whatever the case may be, the car is able to kind of help you back into spaces perfectly. And as you saw earlier, it's perpendicular and it's going to be parallel parking. So very, very useful. And you can see there that parking is now done for perpendicular park in. But if we hit the little P button out now, you can go perpendicular park out either to the left or to the right side there. So actually, let's go to the left side. Oh, it's a button push. That's one thing I'd like to see. It should be turn stock as well, but you can at least button push there. And once you're ready, just gonna hit the little P button there, drive, and oh, that's cute. It's signaling for us as well. And it's gonna pull us out of this space perfectly. It should rotate in a second here. There we go. It's doing it all. So useful. And then it should prompt me in a second to grab the steering wheel. Excellent. Oh, it's even backing me up a little bit to take the curb into account. Well, isn't that fancy? Super useful. Oh, it's literally perfectly getting me aligned to be able to take off here. That's kind of neat. All right. Not quite what I was expecting, but still useful at the same time. And then I think in theory, in a second here, it should say, take over the wheel. There we go. And drive, and you are set to go. I want to try one more thing. I'm just going to look for an empty spot right now and see what it does. Let's see. We go park assist. Will it find empty parking spaces? Can I just stop? And will it? Yeah. I think it will, yeah, look at that. It's finding all available empty parking spaces, which is kind of cool because you've got the flexibility of having the car be able to search for any parking space, which is kind of neat because I've been in other cars before with park assist where it won't recognize empty spaces for whatever reason. Strictly going to be spaces that actually have cars next to them. So for this one, to be able to fully recognize spaces, it's there's no cars next to me, so it's funny, it's like backing up in between two spaces there, but it still is really cool to know. Yeah, there we go. It's going to perfectly line me up here. It is really nice to know that it's going to find spaces that are not only full with cars next to them, but if you prefer to be parked next to nobody, and you want to be at the back of the parking lot, that's also available. A win for Mercedes for sure. That's great. Very nice. Nice and slow. But again, if you've got mobility issues, that's really where this comes into play here. But it's doing everything for me perfectly here, backing me up nice and slow to make sure it doesn't get too close to the curb, and you're set to go. And that's how you utilize the full park assist system inside of Mercedes vehicles.